went about it, he didn't go about it the right way. You have to have a game plan. But as far as in boxing, he's probably a B minus.
These people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say they is or who they portray to be. You be like, damn, it's damn near like it's a letdown.
Well, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the say Terrence Crawford should fight?
Gervonta Davis has often spoken about his problems with Floyd Mayweather, exposing the methods Floyd used while guiding him. In response, Floyd brushed off the drama, saying, "I did what I always do, be a clever, calculated fighter and figure out how to win." Famous for his defensive style and smart strategies, Mayweather focused on his perfect record and business success, instead of getting involved in the dispute.
Mayweather fought because Mayweather did what he always do. Be a calculated fighter, be a smart fighter, and find a way to win.
And I did that because I said that although there was a problem with his shoulder, whether it existed or not, I always said there was no. Wait. No, hold on. I said there was no problem with his legs.
One of the biggest complaints about Floyd Mayweather is that he only cares about money. Whether the sport is fair or not, his top priority has always been securing huge paychecks. Fans feel that, for Mayweather, boxing isn't about history or honor, it's just about making as much money as possible.
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. Without money, I'd be the same.
Mayweather's confidence has always been extreme. He regularly boasts about his skills, once saying, "I'm Floyd Mayweather. I don't watch any footage of my opponents before fights. They should watch me because I'm Floyd Mayweather." This mindset has sparked criticism and made him one of the most debated figures in boxing.
It doesn't matter, you know. It costs a not to me, but to anyone else. Right. It costs a pretty penny, but he's worth it.
Right.
I don't care what it costs. It could cost me $100,000 a month. I'll pay it.
God bless. And if you was to go back to the ring, who would be the person holding your mitts, like besides you?
Mayweather constantly discusses his fortune, making it seem like wealth is his main focus. Instead of highlighting his boxing success, he always brings up his financial achievements, strengthening the belief that he values money more than the sport itself.
Crazy numbers that's been thrown at me, of course. 9 figures. You know, I've been had money thrown at me from so many different countries. As of right now, I'm loyal to the MGM Grand. They have treated me extremely well. I'm very, very blessed to be in this position. I made tons of money, and I made smart investments. If I get the itch to come back, it really won't be for the money, but I'll have to get paid. You know, that's why the nickname is, you know, Floyd Money Mayweather.
So you're not ruling it out completely? Maybe.
As of right now, I'm out completely.
People watching this will be asking, you know, the Manny Pacquiao question. Michael Cons, his business manager, said recently that they'd made some contact with Mayweather Promotions about the possibility of maybe facing you again if you decide to come out of retirement. Clarify what
Yes.
that situation is.
Everything that you guys are hearing.
Davis has claimed that while Mayweather was meant to be guiding him, he was also twisting situations for his own gain. According to Davis, Floyd would offer him advice while secretly feeding information to his rivals, making Davis question if Mayweather truly wanted him to win.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. You know? I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Many boxing analysts think Floyd Mayweather was envious of Gervonta Davis. This idea adds to their ongoing conflict, with some believing that Mayweather's pride prevented him from fully backing Davis' rise in the sport.
Be thankful that your product got pushed out there, because had it not been, Tank might have been fighting in rinky-dink boxing clubs, bruh. We may have never got the opportunity to know who Tank Davis really was. So let's go ahead and start there. Now, Tank, early on, you heard him. He only getting about 10 racks a fight. Floyd is making it to where, yeah, I'm gonna get your mama out this hood, but I'm gonna have you on your knees crawling back to me. You feel me? You're gonna have to get in where you fit in to really earn this bag the same way I did. But what I think was happening was I think that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was getting a little tad bit jealous of Tank. He saw the potential. He knew what dude was capable of. And when you got a fighter like Tank Davis, you don't put him in a position to take a L. You put him in a position to win every fight, to grow the brand. Ultimately, this
Davis has openly expressed his frustration with Mayweather, stating that the public doesn't see what happens behind the scenes. He has also claimed that he plans to surpass Mayweather's achievements at a younger age, hinting that this goal makes his former mentor uneasy.
People don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the chrome heart bed, the Maybach, the Lloyd shit, that was all in my post.
That was you posted that. You posted that. Oh wow.
Chrome bag.
Right.
Lloyd shit. Maybach.
Oh.
He said.
So you feel like it was a sub? Like he was subbing you? Like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd. Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him, and I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of this
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn.
During an intense press conference, Mayweather strongly reacted to Davis's bold statements about their past, clearly annoyed. Floyd said, "Tank's been on social media saying certain things, but he's still a kid. If I was his age, I'd probably do the same thing." His response made it seem like he viewed Davis's actions as immature rather than justified.
Tank vents out on social media. He's been through a lot, throughout his life. So, but I take my hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan, and a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, to me he's still a kid. And when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand behind me and tell me, about what's right and what's wrong. He got the job done, but my hat off to Ryan Garcia, tough competitor, tough fighter, and the best man won.
According to Davis, Mayweather has always made choices that benefited himself more than his fighters. He did what he did. I'm just focused. He's always been like that. And I'm going to do what I'm going to do, Davis said, making it clear that he's moving forward but won't stay silent about Mayweather's ways.
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So there's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit. And a lot of people think when I be tweeting on Instagram, I be mad. I just be talking.
Calvin Ford, Davis's longtime coach, also spoke about the tension between Mayweather and Tank. He said, "That's how a person's true nature comes out," implying that Mayweather's behavior in certain situations exposed his real intentions.
I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, It's a rocky road that we see what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man, 'cause they can't stand it. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
Davis has made serious claims against Floyd, saying that he kept money from multiple fighters, including himself. If true, this would mean Mayweather controlled fighters financially to keep them reliant on him.
Like, you know, so when they came back and was like, all right, you gotta fight, he was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're like sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game. Letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like,
while Davis has openly talked about his problems with Floyd, he has avoided insulting him directly. I don't want to say he's a bad person, Davis said, hinting at deeper issues without completely calling out Mayweather. Davis grew up in a tough area of Baltimore, but became one of boxing's biggest stars under Floyd's guidance. However, over time, their mentor-student bond fell apart, with Davis accusing Floyd of holding him back on purpose.
How's your relationship with Floyd now? Is he still a part of your camp and crew or something, or not?
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. I gotta focus on what I'm focusing on. He already did what he had to do, bro.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for like stand to himself and things like that. But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit. And a lot of people think like when I be tweeting on the internet, I be mad. I just be talking shit.
You've been tweeting a lot more recently, bro. Why is that?
Yeah, cause I'm in camp.
Yeah.
I'm in camp, man.
So
I wasn't in camp. I wouldn't be tweeting.
So what does that mean? You're angrier now? You're trying to talk more?
Yeah, I'm angry. Yeah.
I respect it, bro. I respect it.
Gervonta, what you
like part fighter? Like what you saying?
fight, like what participation for the whole card, the whole Showtime?
Davis has shared an unexpected reason for his conflict with Mayweather Floyd's daughter. According to him, personal matters involving Mayweather's daughter made their already difficult relationship even worse.
it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was a downfall of y'all career? I mean, y'all.
No, it was a
downfall.
downfall.
Career,
yeah, it wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, my our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing. Like
he scheduled a fight, I think, during like your fight or something. I don't think they did it, but
stuff like that.
Promoting,
stuff like.
Not only has Gervonta Davis talked about his issues with Floyd Mayweather, but Ryan Garcia has also spoken on the topic, specifically mentioning the conflict between Davis and Mayweather's daughter. The rumored link between Davis and Floyd's daughter added to the strained relationship between mentor and student. This suggests that their feud wasn't just about business, it included personal issues that may have shaped Mayweather's treatment of Davis.
Y'all got to get in here and check this out. Ryan Garcia is spilling tea. In a recent interview, he claimed that Gervonta and Floyd Mayweather's falling out is due to a result of Gervonta smashing Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with Yaya Mayweather, she is currently 23 years old, and she actually shares a baby with NBA YoungBoy. Now, she typically does make headlines surrounding her behavior about NBA YoungBoy. I know she was going through some court cases involving her slicing a woman up over her baby daddy. But that is not what we are talking about here. Ryan Garcia is claiming that Gervonta and Yaya have some sort of relationship or some type of dealings in the past. I want to go ahead and just get into the clip here.
Gervonta, Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not even like, that's not something I'm exposing. Oh wow, that's after somebody did that to my daughter.
I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
As the tension between Mayweather and Davis became public, fans and media outlets speculated on the true cause of their fallout. From money disputes to personal problems, the situation became a dramatic story that kept the boxing world engaged.
It's public knowledge that Tank and Mayweather have had issues. It's public knowledge that they're not in a contract anymore. And it's public knowledge that Tank has moved on and is trying to, for the sake of words, separate himself from the umbrella of being under Mayweather. But Mayweather was there. Mayweather was there. Why wasn't? No. It wasn't because you wasn't trying to take away from a moment. It was because you weren't sure what that moment was going to look like.
Mayweather has always presented himself as a guide to young fighters. But Davis's accusations have made people question his real motives. Did Floyd truly want to help fighters improve? Or was his mentorship just a way to stay in control? Critics argue that Mayweather's guidance was more about keeping himself in the spotlight than helping fighters succeed on their own. Now, as Davis gains fame, Floyd keeps claiming credit for his rise, making it seem like Davis's success is only because of him. This raises doubts about whether Mayweather's mentorship was truly about support or just self-promo. Shin.
You will come back to boxing?
Oh no! I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and I just want to help. Like I said, the fighters that's up and coming. Like I was talking about, like Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on. There's so many tough fighters out there. So many great young champions out there that I'm proud of.
Gervonta Davis eventually left Mayweather Promotions, seeking independence in his career. He described their relationship as toxic, feeling that Floyd Mayweather's mentorship was more about control than actual support. Davis felt limited under Floyd's guidance and wanted the freedom to make his own decisions. His exit was a major moment, showing his growth as both a fighter and a businessman. Now free from Mayweather's shadow, Davis can choose his fights, manage his money, and build his own legacy without interference. His choice proved that he was ready to carve his own path in boxing.
It's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
That's all for today's video.